Grace and peace be unto you all, my sisters and my brothers. I got to go ahead and at least give you two more sermons here before I get ready to go inside the building. Watch it. This is going to blow your mind. No one extends grace better than a person who knows he needs it himself. Therefore, humble prayers of confession tend to produce loving prayers of intercession. Jesus Christ told a parable about a man who stood in the temple and offered what he thought was the most humble prayer in Luke chapter 18, verse 9 to verse 14. In this passage of truth, his prayer wasn't about a prayer at all. It lacked all the elements of true prayer and true devotion and true supplication and intercession. This Pharisee essentially told God that he didn't need him. He was righteous enough of his own accord. Now watch this. It is very shocking that many people pray this prayer every day. That most Godward appearing act, they have a form of godliness through prayer, can actually be just the opposite. Their religious form may be there, but a prayer can be robbed by human glory or selfish demand of its devotion and submission. Now watch this. Going towards my conclusion. Not only was this Pharisee stunningly proud, but he also looked on a struggling tax collector with contempt. He got beside himself. People who think themselves righteous tend to be patient. Oh no, let me slow down. Excuse me. People who tend themselves to be righteous tend not to be patient with others. They don't have compassion. They don't have no gracious attitude. Those who appear to be less righteous than name themselves to be. Is therefore the grief of humble, heartfelt confession of their sin that stimulates their concern of compassion, the intercession for others who needs the same grace you have been crying out for. Self-righteous pride is not the soil in which compassion grows. I'm going to read it again, because this is deep. Self-righteous pride is not the soil in which compassion grows. Now, this is how prayer works. This is the flip side of it. I'm going to give you the flip side of what this Pharisee was always, he's all about himself. Now, this is how prayer of intercession should work. Pride calls you to be less than compassionate or perhaps even contemplatory of others. Uncaring, judgment or lawbreaker is easily when you have named yourself as a lawkeeper. But constant confession is your need for God rescuing you, forgiving you. Transforming grace will soften your heart to extend the grace unto others. Sinless Christ, who had no transgression to confess, was moved with compassion for sinners. Yes, he was. So much so that he was willing to die to secure their forgiveness. His heart of grace for sinners like you and me is the hope of the universe. Although he needed no grace, he became the grace of God for all who believe in God. May we too show the same grace in the lives of those of us who are near those who are in time of need. Only grace can give that through God. Man, this is deep. I was reading this on yesterday. I always prepare myself before I do my sermons, before I share them on our YouTube platform. I always prepare myself. I do my research. As they say, I do my homework before I share my sermon, before I post them. That it may be a blessing unto you, that you will be blessed by the word of God. Sharing our faith of the gospel of Jesus Christ with you all. Take care and have a blessed day.